Testing. Oh, whoops. Testing penis. Testing penis. Penis testing. 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 Oh, whoops. Okay. Now that's working. Preview good. All right. Let me get comfortable. Oops. Do that as well. Oops. Do that. The Sultana's resolve. More food. Profit, the thought never crossed my mind. Standing about lamenting my naivety will not do anyone any good. Shall consider my lesson learned and press on. Excuse me. Cheese, are you perchance acquainted with any successful merchants? If my attempt at philanthropy is obliged to reap a profit, would it seem wise to consult someone with a knack for business? Ordinarily, I would not trust any agent of the East Aldernard Trading Company, but if you hold this Hancock fellow in high esteem, I am content to be led by you. You may repay my faith by journeying to distant Kugane, speaking with him on my behalf. Eager though I am to visit those shores, I have not the leisure for a lengthy sea voyage. Now assuming you will travel as adventurers are wont to do, I shall await your report by the Aetheryte and Ulda. A fair journey to you, Cheese, and a swift one if you please. I'm making all these demands now. Alright, Kugane. And I already did my numbers, so can't do that if I get a dungeon eventually. What blue quest is this? King of the Castle. Doesn't tell me. Greetings, honored madam. We be entering the Ruby Bazaar offices. Yes. I don't have to read that. Hancock. Geez, to what do I owe the pleasure? Or are you here on business? I beg your pardon, Her Grace, the Sultana would have my opinion on how to best to invest the wealth of Ulda. My dear Cheese, have you to thank for this recognition, I am sure, and I am flattered that you came to me, truly flattered. But why settle for a lowly apprentice when you could have the master? Upon matters of profit, there is no living soul better qualified to advise Her Grace than Chairman Lolorito, a man whose morning exertions are said to fill his guard robe with gold. Should be happy to arrange a meeting for you, say at the Scion's former headquarters in Thanalan. The Waking Sands would seem a suitably neutral venue for negotiations, don't you think? Very well, Cheese, and may your dealings prove fruitful. Damn, I don't want to deal with Lolorito. Dorito. Person's on my ass. Welcome back, Cheese. Did your merchant friend have any useful advice to share? With Lolorito, and you agree to this? I'm well aware of his standing in the field of business, but I had hoped to keep the monetarist at arm's length, and him in particular. Nay, cannot live in fear of the man. I must learn how to treat with him if I am to rule Ulda effectively. Very well, I will meet with Lolorito. Let us go on ahead to the Waking Sands and prepare for his coming. So this is where the Scions first congregated. I have heard many tales, but never had an occasion to visit. To work then. The hour of the meeting draws near, and I would gather my thoughts. Pray see to it that we have the appointed room to ourselves.
personal summons from the Scions. This must be important business indeed. Though, if it concerns anything so underhand as an assassination, I fear I can be of little help.
Not even a fucking word.
You have made your point. It is indeed unsettling to find oneself seated across from an impassive mask. There, would this better please your grace? Or should I address you as Lady Lilira?
Nay, the deception has served its purpose. I'm glad to see you found amusement in my little jest, Lord Lolorito, but shall we proceed to the business at hand?
By all means. I must say I am most eager to hear your proposal.
Simply put, I would aid the refugees camped in Thanalan in their efforts to return to Alamigo. The reparations you paid in the wake of your earlier misdemeanors will be used to fund the endeavor, together with the fortune seized from the late Teleji Adeleji's estate. But this plan is not intended to benefit the displaced alone. I would make of this an investment which shall enrich Uldar and Alamigo both. And who better to consult on matters of profit than the wealthiest man in all of Thanalan? I beseech you then, Lord Lolorito, share with us your mercantile wisdom.
Ah, 'twould seem your grace has matured beyond acts of earnest yet misplaced charity. Pray tell me more. To summarize, in return for facilitating the repatriation of refugees and assisting in the establishment of new industry in Alamigo, you ask that a proportion of all subsequent profits be promised to Uldar. Huh, I am impressed, Your Grace. 'Tis an elegant solution, albeit one lacking certain crucial details, specifically which industry and where.
How swiftly you identified the weakness in my plan, just as I knew you would. Your travels have taken you across the length and breadth of Gir Abania, and you know the land far better than I. Which of the settlements you visited would best provide a home for our refugees? Which has the greatest potential to flourish, given the appropriate investment?
Do I actually get to choose? I don't know which one is which. Not the Saltery, I'm pretty sure. I'm gonna go with the top one. I feel like the top one is usually correct. Maybe.
Yes, Quarry Town certainly does carry the potential for profit. At least it would do were it situated anywhere near a lucrative market. It would cost more to transport the materials than they are worth, in my humble opinion.
Okay, so he just shoots me down anyway. Okay. How about Alagiri then?
Yes, if a stable trade route can be established between Uldar and Alamigo, then Alagiri would once more become an important waypoint. But while such growth would greatly benefit its current residents, I'm afraid it could sustain little beyond that.
Alright, so clearly you want me to say the Saltery.
Ah, yes, that desolate little village on the shore of Loch Seld. I know the Saltery and its products well. The Imperial invasion brought an end to their more widespread distribution, much to the dismay of many a wealthy gourmand, myself included. Salt has ever been a transformative ingredient, and in this instance, I dare say, it could transform a modicum of effort into a mountain of gill.
The local citizens will need to be consulted, of course, but I trust the East Aldenar Trading Company can be relied upon to provide its assistance in negotiating a mutually beneficial arrangement.
Naturally, Your Grace. I shall dispatch representatives well versed in the extraction of this white gold.
Cocaine.
Bring every last ounce of profit from its production. The Loch's bounty will contribute to Alamigo's enrichment, whilst easing the burden on the bull's aching shoulders. Just as Your Grace desired.
A deal is struck then.
Politics. When are we gonna kill him? Or when is he gonna stab us in the back again? Sigh, I fear it will be many years before I feel comfortable taking part in such negotiations. But I shall not complain. We have piqued Lolorito's interest and secured his invaluable expertise. Thank you, Cheese. I could not have done it without you. Jellied. Ooh, sushi. I'll take the sushi. Our course is decided. I shall return to the palace and have my ministers begin work on implementing the particulars of the plan. If I could prevail upon you one more time, Cheese, I would ask that you convey the details of our negotiations to Commander Hext on your return to Alamigo. My thanks again. Together we have laid the groundwork for an endeavor which promises to benefit the peoples of Alamigo and Ul'dah both. Man, no one's gonna call her Liz no more. Except maybe, yeah, the Scions probably. Well, I guess that's fine. Probably won't be dealing with, like, non-main people too much. Oh, sorry, are you allowed to talk about your audience with the Sultan? So Ramadan says he's going to return to Ul'dah, but she isn't sure he wants to. Tell us something we don't know, but I'm pleased to hear she's committed to helping our refugees come home. And this plan to revitalize the Saltery does make a lot of sense. Quite how you convinced her to seek Lolorito's help is another question. After all that has happened, he's the very last person I would expect her to turn for advice. But on a more practical note, Liz, at least, assuming the interim government elects to accept Ul'dah's proposal, I have one caveat I should like you to include in the bargain. Alamigo must be permitted to cover a portion of the investment. We have a fortune at our disposal, after all, and allowing Ul'dah to provide the entirety of the capital will afford Lolorito too much control. Honestly, Alpha Male, just like Kugane never happened, what exactly does a ruthless profiteer have to do to earn your trust? But yes, you do make a good point. First things first though, we need to discuss this proposal with the Saltery's residents. Whiskar, how do you fancy explaining the Sultana's plan to your grandfather? I'd like to hear what Watt thinks of the idea before agreeing to anything. I hate that name. Right away, Commander. Would you mind coming along, Cheese? I might need you to fill in the details. Then I shall come as well. Should Watt wish to discuss figures, my knowledge of the nation's finances may prove useful. Speak with what? Where's he at? He's kind of out. I'll go there. Wait, is teleporting bring that back up? Or is it... I think I just want to go into a new area. I imagine I will be going back to like Doma and the Steppe, hopefully, in the post. I want to see those areas like one more time before doing like whatchamacallit, Shadowbringers. What manner of mischief brings you youngins to Old Wat this time? They want to rebuild the Saltery, Granddad. She's telling about the deal. Well, bugger me, we never had the coin or the hands to put the place back to how it was. Sounds like that's about to change. There's just one small wrinkle in your plan. It doesn't account for all the nasties queuing up to eat anyone who goes near the shore. The king used to send soldiers to cool the buggers, but the Imperials weren't about to help the likes of us. Don't worry, Granddad, we'll take care of all that. Commander Hext has been talking about starting up regular patrols, and I'm sure she'd assign me to the lock if I asked. I'd appreciate that, Whiskar, my lad. Truly I would. So does this mean you've gotten better, that blade of yours? I've been training, but mostly to kill Imperials. You've some experience hunting monsters, don't you, Cheese? Think you could cast an eye over a few of the local beasties and teach me how to deal with them? So is this going to be let's not waste any time then. I'll see you by the lock. Wonder if this is going to be a dungeon? Whilst you are busy attending to the local fauna, I shall have Master Watt explain to me exactly what is required to restore the Saltery to its former glory. Good hunting. Might just be a normal... What am I doing? Oh. Right then, Cheese. I've got a spyglass here. You can use that. You can use to take a closer look at these pests. Once you got their measure, you can tell me what to do, and I'll see how well I get on. Search your surroundings. Is it auto? Oh, it's gonna. Click. Zoom. Discover the Yabby's weak. The tail? Click execute observe. Now what I'm supposed to do, observe the Yabby to determine its vulnerabilities. Is it supposed to like tell me something? I don't understand what I'm doing. Do I click and drag? Do I just hold and click? Do I click once? Its head? Its legs, maybe? I'm gonna look this one up. Learn. Oh, look, I type in learn, and the thing that comes up is learn more about the Yabby. You're looking for a part of the body. Try the underside of its head. Click there. Yabby's jaw. Okay. Yabby. Damn it, I didn't read that. Looks like you found a Yabby. They say hitting their shells like smacking a rock. Any suggestions? Aim for the soft underside of the head. I wonder if you... Nah, you probably can't kill him, but I wonder if you can get him beat up. Vulnerable under the head, are they? Right then, wish me luck. Good job. Thanks, Cheese. Did just as you told me, and the wavekin went down like a sack of potatoes. Potatoes. Let's find something else. Oh god. I have to do this more than once with this guy. I think I can handle the Abbeys now, so we should try something different. What else is out there? Oh god damn it. Alright. This thing, what the fuck is a... His eye, okay. Thank god I got that in the first one. I'm gonna tell him the wrong thing to do here. The Pobo's hands are large and powerful, but strength crystal-like core. Oh, who cares? Phobid. Phobid? I don't know. How do I defeat one of those? Just hit it really, really hard, as hard as you can. As hard as I can. Well, simple. Okay, oh no. I wonder if you fail, you have to start over. He did it. He's hurt. Pant. It's not easy fighting with the Liberator of Alamigo watching your every move. But I got the job done. Thanks for the advice, Chief. I feel a lot better prepared for my patrols now. Any road, we should head back to the Saltry before Granddad starts to worry. I've been snipped into pieces. Fed to... And starts to worry. Oh, okay, yeah. I see what he's saying. It'd be funny if you can fail. Like, it would kind of suck, but it'd be funny if he died and missions like duty failed or whatever. Alright, what? See, you returned in one piece. Dealt with those. Yeah, we did. I fought them myself after a bit of instruction from Cheese here. Like, once I've shared what I've learned with the others, we should have no trouble keeping the shoreline clear. Good lad. Fine young man, whatever. Whiskar, a fine young man indeed. Too often of late, I hear tales of folk over in the city, drunk on victory and are hungry for revenge. Their heads stuck firmly in the past. But we need to set our sights on the future. Things which will improve are a lot. Things like getting the Saltry ready to welcome our long-lost countrymen. Ooh. A weapon one? It seems Whiskar has the Saltry's security well in hand. I meanwhile have discussed the next steps with Master What and completed my inspection of the site. With a little work, the vacant buildings here could be made into very presentable dwellings. Message from General Alden. Apologies for the interruption, miss, but the General would speak with you at your earliest convenience. Do not feel obliged to wait around on my account. I will remain here to hammer out the finer details with What and act as an intermediary with our business partners in Ulda. You should go. General Alden asks that you wait for him by the main gate in the Alamigan Quarter. My apologies again, miss. Fare you well. I wonder if he's going to talk about, like, staying or coming back to Alamigo or whatever. Voice lines?
Apologies for the wait.
Voice lines.
People are screaming for the butcher's blood again. No sooner have we broken up one mob than another forms. Thankfully, all have been amenable to reason, thus far. But it is no concern of yours. We must speak of the men Arenvald and his comrades apprehended in the peaks.
By their uniforms, the captives were first judged to be Imperial troops. But after further investigation, their true identities came to light. I dare say you remember Yuyuhasi and Laurentius, the fugitives who conspired with Captain Ilberd in the Crystal Brave's betrayal. Aye, well, it would seem they followed him all the way to the wall. It was they who orchestrated the slaughter of the resistance fighters prior to the Griffin's infernal ritual.
Were it in your hands, how would you punish these men?
Execution is not the answer. Their lives would be forfeit. The ones who betrayed us. I would need to see their faces. I feel like I think it's just asking us if, like, he can kill him. Execution's not the answer. Their lives would be forfeit. But yeah, it doesn't really seem fair that we're not killing her, but we're gonna kill them. And also, we're just silent. I don't think we care. Like, we kill them on the battlefield, I guess. But I don't know. Execution's not the answer. Let's go with that. I feel like my character would say that.
You would spare these animals? Yours is a more merciful brand of justice than mine. In any event, I thank you for your honesty. When the time comes for the Alliance to pass judgment, I'll see that your opinion is heard. Well, that concludes our business here. But there is more I would say. Walk with me. I bear a share of the blame for Ilberd's atrocities. Had I openly supported the cause of Alamigan liberation, he might not have felt driven to do what he did. Things could have been different, and I'm sorry they aren't. But even after all that has happened, my homeland is free. With the Scions and the Alliance at their side, my countrymen have reclaimed what many thought lost forever. Under her new leadership, I have every confidence that Alamigo will emerge from the shadow of the Empire and rise once more to greatness. Which means my work here is done. Soon I will return to Ulda and take my place at the Sultana's side.
Father...
I'll not deny there's a part of me that wants to stay. The same part that contemplated renouncing my rank and joining you as a wandering sellsword. But I pledged my blade to Nanamo, and I will not betray that oath.
Is this truly what you want, Father?
No, it's not.
It is. Ever has my sword been hers to command, and ever shall it remain. Thank you for lending an ear. When all the rest are clamoring for me to stay, I trust you'll send me on my way.
Damn, okay, fine. I'll kick you out. Fuck. Daytime. It took longer than I intended, but at least you know where I stand. Now that's settled, Ehrenwald, what news? We may have a problem, sir. A group of whatever have arrived at the main gates, and I don't mean the Vera. These are whatever, the ones that summoned the Primal. They're insisting they be allowed to attend the council. Liz is trying to reason with them, but she may need help. An invitation was extended to all of the native beast tribes, but we assumed the Qualiana would refuse it. Out of hand. We'd best go and see for ourselves. Pippin, take command of our forces and be ready for battle. Geez, you dealt with these Qualiana before. I have you at my side. Let me use my lettuce. Give me my motorcycle. Where are we going? Oh, we're not too far. Okay. Go the right way then. My adventure at 26 minutes. I feel like I need to make that control Q to something else. It's kind of hard to hit still. Now I'm coming with swords in hands and everything. Geez, Ramadan, gods, it's good to see you. Ah, the Slayer has come. We have not forgotten how you sinned against the Lady of Bliss, but we did not come here to shed blood. You claim to seek harmony with all those who call gay Albania home. If this is truly your wish, you will welcome us as envoys of the Anata. It is our wish, and you are welcome, but we cannot condone the summoning of primals. If you want to enter the palace, I must ask you that you first surrender any crystal jewelry. You have my word that it will be returned to you when the meeting is over. We will do as you ask, but you will not have our weapons. We are not so foolish as to place ourselves entirely at the mercy of our tormentors. I reckon that's the closest we're going to get to a compromise, and we will have people standing guard. Aye, let them keep their swords. Then we have an agreement. Lead the way to your meeting chamber. That was it. Why do I have a feeling we welcome a viper into our midst? Yeah, actually, maybe it's not a good idea. So, if they're gonna ruin their chance, that's on them. Okay, give me that. Say item level 370. Item comparison. Damn, it was a big ass jump for the same. Oh, that's pretty sick. Oh, I don't even have the... There. On my phone. Oh, Ramadan. Return of the Bull. Dress up Ramadan, a little minion. I'll get you as a minion. This Quelliana elder's intentions seem at odds with all we know of her tribe. What think you, Cheese? Cannot be trusted. Maybe have even the Enthralled can learn to compromise. I don't know if we'd say they can't be trusted right off the bat, but mayhap even then that's... Let's just say they can't be trusted for now. I have said that once a creature has fallen under the sway of a primal, there is no salvation. I strongly doubt the Quelliana have suddenly broke free of lack whatever's will. Whatever the truth, I would take no chances. The guard must be strengthened, ideally with people who know a thing or two about primals. Can we rely on the Scions? Absolutely. I'll round up our comrades and send them to Alamegan Quarter. You can go on ahead if you like, Cheese. My thanks. I will see you in the palace. And there they go, poofing. Where are we going? Oh, come on. They enter from all the way out here to get into here. You stole it. Oh my god. Jeez, I brought reinforcements. Arnwald told me of the arrival or unexpected guests, and I agreed that if it would be prudent to call upon Y'shtola and Thancred as well. One can never be too careful when dealing with the enthralled. I'm not familiar with the Quelliana tribe myself, but Alizé's report suggested that they shunned contact with other races, despised it, in fact, even compared to other. Indeed, this apparent reversal in attitude is most curious. No one expected a response to our invitation, much less an envoy, and imagine Liz was forced to make some rather hasty arrangements in order to accommodate them. Speaking of which, how should we deploy ourselves? It's kind of fucked up that they didn't, like... I mean, yeah, it's fine if you don't think that they're going to show up, but you should still, like, prepare for them to show up if you invite them. The meeting is to be held in the throne room, so this would seem wise to have eyes both inside and outside the palace. Y'shtola and I can stand guard without. That leaves the three of you to keep watch over proceedings in the throne room itself. Understood. We should join General Alden inside then. Cheese, do you know the rear entrance to the palace? It's on the eastern edge of the city, at the top of the stairs. The guard there should have been instructed to let us pass. The resistance guard. Am I going all the way? Oh, thank God. You're with the Scions, miss. General Alden left orders that you were to be escorted inside if you follow me. What's gonna go down? I forget which ones we don't trust, the blue bitches or the purple bitches. I think it's the blue ones.
Thank you all for coming. I am Lise Hext, and I speak for the Resistance. Among you are village elders, refugee leaders, envoys from the Ananta and the Kikern. You've come from every corner of Girabania to help decide the future of Alamigo. But before that, I want to ask you a question. What was the first thing you noticed when you came in? For me, it was that empty throne. It has no one to sit on it now. No viceroy, no king. Would any of you like to take their place? Or should someone else sit there? Then let's sit here in a circle, as equals, and I hope, as friends.
Could've got chairs on a table.
Expertly done. Lys has removed monarchy as a choice early in the game, and positioned them to consider a joint government. All things considered, I would say events have got off to a fine start.
Don't jinx it.
And that is Alagana's stance on the matter.
Thank you, Ragenfrid. Another vote in favor. Next, let's hear from Shanti of the Kalyana. Tell us, how do your people feel about the idea of a republic?
Okay, we don't trust the blue bitches.
The Ananta wish only that those who dwell within Gir Abania devote themselves to our faith.
No.
You shall all worship Sri Lakshmi! Lady of bliss, grace us once more with your beauteous visage!
Oh. Again.
This can't be happening. No crystals were allowed through the door.
We can worry about the how of it later. We need to evacuate these people right now, or the Primal will make thralls of them all.
It's up to us.
Damn, is Arnvald gonna die right now? Save her.
God damn it! The guards were already turned! Fools!
Aw. The little Pokemon.
No, you don't!
The Kalyana would see us all enthralled.
Then they're going to be sorely disappointed. We have the Warrior of Light and Arenvold to shield us.
Aye, but they can't well defend your guests and attack the Primal, can they? We're stuck on the back foot.
All right, I think I have an idea. Keep these people safe, General. I'll be back as soon as I can.
things about you. Best make it quick. Come then. Who will be next to die on my steel?
Oh wait, is this not even... How do we fight her without leaving our allies wide open? Can't stay on the back foot forever. Oh damn it. I think like this we've already lost. I have the warrior light on my side. We can do this. Isn't that right, Cheese? Use the action duty deflect to dissipate the Aether Spears. Resist during the battle. Be warned that allowing any ally to be enthralled in the Aether Spear will result in failure. So I'm just going to be on defense this whole time? What am I doing? I used deflect. Did it work? Oh, I have to deflect it like that. Oh, can I kill her?
I offer you peace and serenity.
Wait, deflect that. No, not you. Run, bitch. No, I did it. No. Ugh. What did I do? Did I do easy? Did I don't know. I was spam clicking. I'm just gonna worry about the spears. That's all I gotta do. Get the primal and focus on the foe before you. I wonder if I am supposed to attack her. Thank God, I think we got that one. Bro. Oh, wait. No, the one over there. Can I just attack them? Attacking kind of sucks.
Why, I offer you peace and serenity.
Hurry up. Can you go to the one that's to the right, man? Oh, he did it. I wasted my sprint. Cool. This bitch. Please, please, please. Don't let that get what?
I shall see you from your hate.
Okay, thank God.
Damn it all! It's only a matter of time before we miss one.
Oh.
What of it? Do you want to kill this thing or not?
Oh, back the fuck up away from me, man. God. Well, she get whatchamacallit. Yeah, hurry up and go. Wait a minute. I think it's really cool how they kind of have this fight just in a, what do you call it, like normal. duty instance or whatever. Bitch. Active time maneuver. Come on guys, click your keyboards faster. This is fucked up. If I fail this, I gotta do this shit from the beginning.
Do not your souls weigh heavy?
Gotta hope that girl becomes a scion. Ramadan. No, I'm fine with her doing all those moves as long as she doesn't do that time one again. Well, that one was fine there. Shit. You gotta do. She gonna keep doing this? Well, she's reaching her limit.
Here it comes!
Oh, this? Oh, did we kill her? I wasn't watching her health. Fuck. Alright, cool. Excuse me.
We did it! We beat her!
How did you escape? Oh, was it her? Liz came back? I don't know what happened.
What is this? I'm only gonna say this once. The Ananta just summoned their primal in the throne room. My friends are fighting her, but they need help.
Oh, okay, she did go and
They
get
need
her.
someone with the Echo, and by the gods, I wish I had it, but I don't. I told you before that you still had time, but things have changed. I need your answer now. You can end it like Xenos, or you can fight for Alamigo. Your choice.
Well, we won.
Seven hells. It's her. The butcher.
I think I need new earphones. I think these ones are starting to die.
It's done. Take me back to my cell.
I had a feeling she was going to say that. Or just not say that, but go back. Just go back to jail.
You are not forgiven. Not you. You I will never forgive. But I will thank you. For standing against a primal and saving us from servitude. You have my thanks.
Well fought, cheese, Arnwald. That was a near thing. I, or stand against the Quaid, whatever, would have been brief indeed had you not volunteered for guard duty. We'd be enthralled and as surely as our sentries were. They must have planned this far in advance. Security was my responsibility, and I know how dangerous primals can be. I should have. God, it's my fault. My stupid mistake. Nay, lass, we were all caught unawares. We will take this as a lesson. Watch our own more carefully in the future. You can be sure that the lackeys who smuggled the crystals into the throne room weren't the only thralls in our ranks. The soldiers who first spoke up in favor of the Quellion keeping their weapons springs to mind. Primal servants betrayed by his aura. Sorry. If you mean to conduct an investigation, I can identify any others acting under whatever influence. Thanks, Shistola. We appreciate the help. Speaking of help, I almost fell over when Cordola turned up. What was she even doing here? I asked her to come. Well, that explains it then. It's sad, but Ragnfrid was right. Her victims will never forgive her for what she's done. But I don't think Cordola picked up that sword looking for forgiveness. She just wanted to fight for her country. You say the world in which Cordola grew up is partly to blame for what she became. Then, as an Alamegan, I feel responsible for improving that world. We can't ignore what's happening right now. We have to show people a better way than vengeance, or we risk giving birth to a new generation of skulls. I know it's idealistic, but I want to help people to let go of their old grievances and make peace with each other, and I'll hold 1,000 meetings and talk till I'm blue in the face, if that's what it takes. Kind of reminds me of Heaven's Ward and like the dragons. Just a long and arduous path you have chosen, but one well worth walking. Rest assured that I will do what I can to help you reach your destination. Thank you, Alpha Male. The first step will be to get our representatives back in the throne room. They're a little shaken, but not one of them seems ready to run. We're all determined to finish what we started. I will see that you're not interrupted. Cheese, you and the Scions are to stand down. Get some rest, you've earned it.
A fine spot to contemplate the heavens. The meeting is over. The envoys have chosen to instate a government model on Ishgard's House of Commons, a ruling body of representatives elected by the people. It is a fair decision, and one which signals the end of my part in all this. But I would gaze upon Girabania's stars one last time before I leave.
That was gonna take her like 10 minutes to walk up to him.
Forget something? Your Grace, there was no word.
Rabon Aldin, you are hereby dismissed as General of the Immortal Flames and relieved of your seat on the Syndicate.
But, Your Grace...
Rabon, I am no longer a child. Stay here in your homeland. Work with your brethren. Rebuild Alamigo.
You desire to stand alone. I understand, but remember what happened.
I remember full well the consequences of my naivety, and thus did I consult at length with a most trusted advisor ere I embarked upon this course.
A most trusted advisor? And what of me? Am I no longer deserving of your confidence?
What trust can there be between us when you withhold the truth from me? Did you think me oblivious to the anguish in your eyes when you spoke of returning to Uldar?
Oh, they're breaking up.
For years and years, we have trusted one another. Yet now you refuse to confess your heart's desire?
I swore an oath to you that day on the sands. I pledged my sword.
And it has served me well. But in Pippin you have forged a new sword, as sharp and deadly as the blade you bequeathed him. I will show you a Sultana who can wield every weapon at her disposal, including Lolorito and his monetarist cronies. So follow your heart, please. You are home. You are free.
Nanamo.
Smile for me, Raubon. I would have this parting be a joyous one.
Thank you, Your Grace. It has been an honor to serve you and Uldar.
Tomorrow you will serve Alamigo and fight for the good of all Eorzea. Am I understood?
Yes, Your Grace.
Oh, they have the little thing. Toasty showed me that one. I want that one.
Thanks for shielding us from Lakshmi, you two. If you hadn't been there, the rest of us would be worshipping her by now.
You're kind to include me, Lise, but we both know who did most of the work. I could scarce keep track of the battle, let alone land a telling blow. No shame in admitting it. The Warrior of Light has put far better men than me in the shade.
What is the... God, I really don't remember when he started showing up, Arnwald. I'm starting to... I like him, but I'm also cautious as hell. I feel like he's... a traitor or something.
Did I mention that I encountered the Sultana in the palace? It would seem Her Grace has come to Girabania to oversee the final stages of her relocation project. She was in search of General Oldin, and I directed her to the rooftop garden. I do hope you were still there.
Are you in the habit of gossiping about the affairs of royalty, Master Leveilleur?
Certainly not, Your Grace. I was merely informing my companions.
Be at ease, Alphino. 'Twas only a jest. But I must yield the floor to Raubon. He has an important announcement to make.
As of yesternight, I have been relieved of my post in the Immortal Flames and the Syndicate both.
I shall be assuming my father's duties. And may I say that Tizona has never felt heavier upon my back.
Twould seem I am in need of employment. Mayhap one of my old acquaintances can introduce me to a mercenary company or some such.
You may be getting on in years, father, but you'd struggle to find a band of sellswords who wouldn't snap your hand off. Your remaining hand.
Yes, The bull of Alamigo need not be put out to pasture just yet.
Your Grace has developed a wicked edge to her humor, and you, Pippin, would do well not to laugh when the future may hold the same for you.
So, does this mean you're staying?
Guess.
Aye. That seems to be the way of it. I would be glad to aid you in rebuilding our nation, if you'll have me.
If, he says. Welcome home, Rauban.
Well, that was unexpected. Though you seem distinctly unsurprised. Either you are more astute than I give you credit for, or I'm losing my touch. In any event, one thing is certain. Alamigo will rejoice at the homecoming of her dearest son.
Damn, it's the longest quest. I think it's about time I headed back to Rauger's Reach with next for all of you. Elizay will be eager to hear of recent events, so I shall join you if you have no objections. I'd welcome the company. Cheese, why don't you come along to the Reach as well once you've said your farewells to Nanamo and the others. Upon completion of this quest, you'll be able to access the palace's rooftop gardens by speaking to the royal menagerie attendant. It's neat. Oh. Well, I don't even have to say goodbye. I'll try talking to him anyway. I've asked enough of you, Cheese. My only words for you now are those of gratitude. Pippin, I must assume Father's responsibilities without delay, lest our rivals both inside and outside Ul'dah treat his dismissal as a window of opportunity. Rest assured, they will find Tizona's edge just as sharp in my hands. Did she say the same thing? She does. Ramadan, seems my road has come full circle. I appreciate the support you showed for my earlier decision, overruled though it was. Alright, whoops. Rauger's Reach. Oh, still can't fly here. Forgot. Well, here we are again. Alpha Male has regaled me, whatever, with a thrilling tale of hidden treasure troves, mid-meeting betrayals, unlikely alliances, and joyous homecomings. It would seem I missed everything. I was patrolling the palace grounds with Thancred and Stola when we heard the report of a primal in the throne room. Honestly doubted my own ears. And others have said we were lucky to have our Echo-blessed companions nearby this time. Echo-blessed champions nearby this time. But we'll need to keep a closer eye on the Quelliana. I can say that again. This whole episode has reminded me just how far apart our kinds still are. Looks like centuries of fear and mistrust really can't be washed away in a day. Someone has to make an effort of reconciliation if these conflicts are never going to end. Naturally, a lot of people are crying out for vengeance, but I've been doing my best to calm things down. Violent reprisals will only lead to more summonings. Indeed, violence will ever beget violence, so the Empire has learned to its cost in recent times. In any case, summoning the whatever was the Broodmother's doing, and whoever replaces her might not be so keen on the idea, so we'll just have to watch and wait. Which isn't to say we won't be putting the safety of our allies in the Vera and M tribes first. Plan to have resistance scouts keep track of the Quelliana's movements at all times. My parents will be relieved to hear that. What are your plans for the rest of the resistance army? Out of interest, are we to prepare for imperial counterattacks? That would be a question for the Resistance's newest recruit, a military commander with far more experience than me. What, the Bull of Alamigo? We call it an army, but the Resistance is really a collection of smaller, independent groups. And when Conrad passed his command on to me, that authority only extended to the freedom fighters based in Rauger's Reach. He just happened to be serving as the Resistance spokesman at the time, and needed someone to take over the role while everything was in disarray, but that time has passed. When I speak with the other leaders about reforming the army under the new government, I'll be nominating Ramadan as the overall commander of our forces. He has more experience than the rest of us put together, and we stand to learn a lot from him. Indeed, he is in all respects the ideal choice, assuming he accepts the post. Alamigo will have added a formidable weapon to its arsenal. And given the progress of Nanamo's resettlement initiative, I see great cause for hope. Seeds which we so carefully sowed have begun to quicken, my friends. I like that. We tend to our promises and watch as Alamigo blooms. Like a little Ramadan. Oh, cutscene. Go, Dome. I do give thanks to the kami that my makeshift raft withstood the fury of the seas. But there their generosity ended. Without coins in our pockets for new attire, we are doomed to look like so much jetsam, whatever. A woe betide the poor man in a city of rich merchants. These dango are delicious. Will you have one? More sweet breads. I swingered my blade to secure what few coins we have. What the fuck? Bah, just like talking to a child. Would she forget her like memories, or did she lose her what is it called? She lose her memory? Yeah, she lost her memory. Why fate saddled me with this burden I shall never know, but I am alive and I must return to my master's side. Hang on. Come to sue you, whatever. We shall find the ship to carry us across the Ruby Sea. She must not remember, right? Because, I mean, why the hell is she acting like this? Meanwhile, in the Imperial Palace. You read the reports, first Delma, then Alamigo, and Lord Xenos put to the sword. Gotta fucking hang now. You not believe everything you read? I heard the Viceroy was merely wounded, and that he was already returned to the capital. Naturally, the savages beat their chests and boast loudly of taking his head, regardless. Nay, Lord Xenos lives? deplorable that our own officers should be fooled by Eorzean misinformation. Small wonder the provinces have begun rising up in rebellion. We must prepare an official and above all accurate announcement to quell these whatever rumors. Pernicious? Whatever. They would wage war with empty words. Let them produce the viceroy's remains, then shall soon put the lie to their claims. So what, they think he's not? I don't understand. More heroes. Tidings from the east. Yay! Let's go. Greeting. Geez, great timing. I was just about to send a word to the Scions. I've got lots to tell you. The Council has officially recognized the Resistance as our standing army, and I expect you can guess who's been appointed commander. Suffice it to say, we're in good hand. Having the Bull of Alamigo at the helm's done wonders for morale. People were dancing the streets when the announcement was made. Excuse me. And we have you and the Sultana to thank for it. If you two hadn't worked your magic, you'd never have contemplated following his heart. The Council has also decreed that we're to maintain a presence at Rauger's Reach. Liz will continue to lead our forces in the fringes, a job she's been doing tirelessly. A bit too tirelessly, some might say. We're constantly having to remind her to rest before she falls over. That's an exaggeration, and I always get up again. Anyway, we can hardly afford to lower our guard now. Not after our latest brush with whatever. Speaking of which, we've been keeping a closer eye on the Qualiana or whatever, and it looks like they've chosen a new leader. It's Shanti's daughter, you know, the half-dead one. For whatever reason, the Qualiana thought she was the best candidate, which makes them leaderless, basically. As things stand, there's no prospect of engaging in talks, let alone coming to an understanding. But I won't let that stop me. I'll keep on reaching out to them until they finally see sense. Just like I've been reaching out to Fordola. She still won't meet my gaze, but she's been giving up trying to ignore me. It may only be the odd grunt, but at least she's responding. I'll get through to her yet. Geez, there you are. Alpha male, Alizé, is everything alright? We received word from Tataru. Hancock has apparently acquired information of great interest and urgency. More than that, she didn't say, only that we should come to Kugani right away. I don't mind for the two of us to set forth together, but Alizé is determined to make it a party of 3. As I've told you more than a dozen times, brother, my wounds are quite healed, and I would benefit from some fresh air. Besides, you may well need an extra pair of hands. Worry not, sister. I have quite given up trying to convince you. Whether we be 2 or 3, we should depart as soon as possible. You'll be joining us, I trust. I was about to say I'd come too, but I'll just have to settle for cheering you on from afar. Good luck with whatever it turns out to be. Thank you, Liz. Rest assured, should this business prove to be of even tangentials concerned to Alamigo, we shall inform you without delay. Let us be off then. Hancock and Taru wait us at the Ruby Bazaar offices. So I'm curious, so I want to look really quick at the main quest for Post-Bloodborne, whatever. Bloodborne, Stormblood. I said Bloodborne. So I'm assuming that was the fight. Okay, 4.1, the legend returns. Okay. So, yeah. And then More Heroes was the last one. And then... Okay, so how many total is there for this? There's 40. So I kind of got to keep track to make sure don't accidentally start the final, the first Shadowbringers one, because I want to watch the thing before I start the Shadowbringers stuff. So that means I have 8 for 4.2, 7, 4.3, 7 for 4.4, 5 for 4.5 part 1, and then 2 for 4.5 part 2. The last one's called the Requiem for Heroes. Trying to ignore everything, he's kind of scrolling. So there's 40, I did 11, so that means I have 29 more. So this second patch, the first one had 11 quests, second one has 8. Okay. I'm fine. I just want to make sure I'm still, yeah, I didn't think it would start like that. Usually something kind of big happens for the next expansion, so. See how this one is. I did like the name of this one. It's like Rise of a New Sun, so it seems like with me spending time here, or in Doma at least, not like here. Finally got that hangnail after pulling at it for like however long. Oh, the turtles, hell yeah.
My friends, thank you for coming at such short notice.
We were told the matter was urgent. I take it Yugiri and Soroban are also involved?
My presence here is but a happy coincidence.
Sad.
I am come on separate business, which can wait.
Damn it.
My apologies. Master Hancock, pray, tell our friends exactly what you told me.
Of course, of course. Some few days ago, a large detachment of soldiers was seen arriving at the Garlean embassy. This seemed to me most unusual, as no personages of note are due to visit for a matter of months. So, I made a few inquiries, whereupon I learned of a most curious rumor. Apparently, the soldiers were dispatched to Kugani to investigate recent sightings of a certain individual. The late acting Imperial Viceroy of Doma, Yotsuyu.
She's alive.
I beg your pardon?
I too am loath to believe it. I saw the keep come down on top of her. We all did.
I would not presume to question your eyewitness accounts, nor am I one to take rumors at face value. The fact is, the Garleans have no knowledge of what took place at Doma Castle. They may well be chasing after a woman who merely resembles Yotsuyu.
Sorry, another hangnail.
But a woman who resembles Yotsuyu in the company of a grizzled Rogadan samurai? I dare say that thickens the plot.
Gosetsu! He's alive!
Yeah, he's alive.
While I've no conclusive proof, I thought that such a possibility warranted your attention.
Got a fucking hangnail. Hate this shit.
Have you informed Lord Hien? Well, I think we'd all like to believe the old bear survived.
Indeed. While I dare not give myself wholly to hope, I will not deny that I have prayed for such a miracle ever since that fateful day. But regardless of my personal feelings, if the Empire has seen fit to pursue these rumors so vigorously, we can scarce afford to ignore them. I am bound by duty to ascertain the truth of the matter. Will you join me in this quest?
Hell yeah, let's go get Gosetsu. Not sure what I'd do if I saw Yotsuyu again. Let's think about Gosetsu.
Thank you. If Gorsetsu yet lives, he will need our help if he is to avoid capture.
Gosetsu is a dear friend, and we cannot abandon him to the mercy of the Empire. Our course is clear. Hancock, is there aught else you can tell us?
Alas not. But I have taken the liberty of employing one of the finest informants money can buy. You shall have the latest intelligence on the Garleans' movements, and more besides.
Oh god, that smile. Informant awaits your pleasure in the back streets of Hanamachi. From its shining facade to its dark underbelly, you know Kagane as intimately as he. One of the finest informants money can buy. Why do I have a bad feeling about this? It's probably the fucking fish. Permit me to assist you in your quests, my friends. The sooner your business is concluded, the sooner we may speak of mine. Should your search take you away from Kugane, my boat is at your disposal. I shall see that she is ready to sail. I'll give Soroban a hand. If he's providing us a ship, the least we can do is supply the provisions. We'll be at the pier if you need us. A welcome offer and an excellent plan. Without further ado, then let us seek out this informant in Sanjo Hanamachi. Damn, hella people. Okay, going there. This should be the place. Now we wait and see who comes. It has been a while, my friends. Yes, yes, a long while indeed. Of course. Sigh, I knew it, yep. Kyoto, any funny business, and you know what will happen, I trust? No funny business. Only loyal service and the finest quality information. Of course, such quality does not come cheap. No, but then Hancock already paid you. Honestly, you must think we were born yesterday. I have half a mind to call Liz Lease. No. Please. I beg you, no boots. I will tell you everything I know, free of charge. The Empire searches for Yotsuyu, high and low, far and wide. Come to enlist my help. They did, promising rich rewards for decisive information. And you have decisive information? Were the two individuals cited here indeed Gosetsu and Yotsuyu? Alas, see them with my own eyes? I did not, but the Imperials are confident. Yes, very confident indeed. Look at the size of their contingent. But here is something they do not know, a rumor which you'll find most interesting, I think. They say an elderly whatever samurai appeared on Kogane Dori with a beauteous maiden, sold his katana to a pawnbroker. It was no common katana either, but one of surpassing craftsmanship. That is interesting. I can't talk. I'm tired. Ugh. That is interesting. Assuming it's true, did you corroborate the rumor with the pawnbroker in question? No. Regrettably, I do not have a working relationship with a master of Shofuku. I can read. Shofuku. Shitchin. I'm gonna call that Shitchin. Now, why would that be? I wonder. If I didn't know better, I'd think he'd lend you money. He will help you, I am certain. While you speak with him, I will make contact with my Garlean connections and learn what I can of their progress. A glimpse of the blade is all I need to be sure, but is it wise to let the Namazu out of our sight? Is he the Namazu? No, he'll betray us. What choice do we have? I'm gonna accuse him. No, no, no more betrayals, no more boots. To divide our forces is simply more efficient. He's right. Given the urgency, we would do well to split up. So I will go with our friend here. Nothing improves efficiency like a little supervision. You, but, yes, yes. We will go together, and there will be no boots. Let's be about it then. Good luck with the katana. Shall we reconvene at the pier later on? Oh, that was a question. Whatever. Fragrant as the fragrant as the Ruby Bazaar offices are, I prefer the fresh air. I can read. Yeah, I like the fish people too. And high magic. I believe Alize has her task well in hand. Shall we seek out the pawnbroker? Ooh, I get the greetings? Was that what that was? You'll learn the emote greeting. I also forgot to use the Ramadan little minion. Greeting. Greeting does not exist. What did I get? Thought it said greeting. Social emote. It's not the box one. Actually, I want to add that one to favorites. Greeting. Actually, want to replace that one with the goodbye. But what is it? Oh, it's just a greet. Alpha male. Green tea set. Everything in order? Then let us proceed to Kogane Dori and find the master of Shofuku Shichin. Can I use? No. I don't get if they were here, why didn't they just go talk to like Hancock? We might have had customers like those you described. So many people come through, still would remember. Perhaps you can jog my memory by making a purchase. No. Okay, well. Nope. Pushy. Pleasant. Let's try the pleasant one. Welcome, good madam. Welcome. Will you be buying or... So you've heard the tale of the whatever samurai's katana. Small wonder. It is a fine example of its kind. One moment. Okay, so he added it. Terry, I hope you have found our pawnbroker. Excellent work, Cheese. And that is the katana. There can be no doubt it is Gosetsu's blade. The craftsmanship is exquisite, is it not? And you'll be pleased to know that the pledge has just expired. I should be glad to sell it to you, assuming you have the coin. This is no ordinary weapon, you understand, and it is priced accordingly. But if you are serious, I suggest you act quickly, as several noted collectors have already expressed an interest. The blade represents conclusive proof of Gosetsu's survival. I suppose this could be considered a necessary cost in securing his safe return. Yet it is not a decision I can make alone, least of all when our nation has scarce begun to rebuild. I'll pay. Nay, my friend, grateful though I am for the offer, I cannot ask this of you. It is enough to know that Gosetsu is alive and well. Giri White, the Scions will buy the katana. Pray consider it a gift. Master Alpha Male, your kindness is touching truly. Yet in matters of coin, would Mistress Tataru not expect to be consulted? Come now, our friend would never have relinquished his blade were the need not great. And are we not bound by honor to help a friend in need? I say we are, and I'm sure Tataru will wholeheartedly agree. It's settled then. You have made a wise choice, my friend. Such pieces are few and far between. You know, if you would be so good as to come this way, I shall prepare the necessary papers. I was about to say, I don't want to actually spend real gil, or my gil, if it takes out of my pocket. If I may ask, sir, after he visited your establishment, did you perchance know where the old samurai went? He's our friend, and we would return his weapon to him. A friend of yours, you say? I see. Well then, suppose there can be no harm in telling you. No sooner had I provided him with the requested sum than his pretty young companion began clamoring for dango, and duly recommended those served at the Umineko tea house. And there did they set off. Clamoring for dango. Can these truly be the same people? It makes no sense. It's a matter of code, perhaps, but it avails us not to speculate. Let us go to this tea house and see if we can pick up their trail. She has to have memory loss or some shit. There's no way that she was that hateful and then she's just cool chilling with him. Okay, let's go Big Crystal. What the fuck? How did he do that? Fucking bitches. You actually have to jump from all the way up there. But of course I remember, how could I forget a pair like that? The most beautiful girl you'll ever see, scoffing down Dingo as if her life depended on it, while the old samurai looked on. Not quite what he expected, I'll wager. Far be it from me to gossip about my customers, but he was planning to spirit her away across the Ruby Sea, out of the reach of her family, no doubt. When the girl had finally had her fill, they set off in the direction of the Shiokaze holstery, presumably to find someone discreet with a boat. So Gosetsu makes for Doma. But this woman who travels with him, the more I hear about her, the more I wonder if she can truly be Yotsuyu. Green tea set, that's cool. Gosetsu's trail leads to the sea, and that is where Yukiri would go. It looks like a Empire thing. While doubts remain over the identity, Gosetsu's traveling companion, for now we can follow the trail. Come, let us away to the pier, make ready to sail. With luck, Alize will already have joined Master Soroban and Mistress Tataru there. I hope the turtle comes with us. A lot more people chilling here. When I started, or like when I first got here. Shit. Can I actually not? We can't. Excellent timing, my friends. Mistress Alize arrived mere moments ago. All went well at my end. Gyoto met with an Imperial officer and wheedled his way to some new information. It seems the troops who recently arrived in Kugane came directly from Garlemald. The Imperials based there have been kept in the dark. The Imperials based here have been kept in the dark. And that's not all. A contingent of the aforementioned troops are preparing for deployment to the Ruby Sea. If I didn't know better, I'd say they picked up Gosetsu's trail. Then your information matches ours. We are quite certain that Gosetsu seeks to cross to the mainland. I'm sorry, did I hear that right? You used Scion funds to buy Gosetsu's katana at the asking price? Aye, well, we were in some haste, and it seemed a worthwhile gesture. Speaking of which, here is the contract to sale. Pray see that the man is paid. Heart attack? Thal's beard. You agree to this? Give me strength. Sigh. Well, it's not like the search can wait. You best be on your way. But Alpha Male, we need to talk. I want you to come straight to the offices as soon as you get back. Promise me. Oh, very well. I shall call upon you as soon as I can return. I think we're broke. First, let us go to the Ruby Price. If Gosetsu has already set sail, the sentries there are sure to have seen him. Well, it's going to be a... Taro seemed rather vexed, did she not? Ever the melodramatist, I'm sure our finances can stretch to a single sword. Remind me to explain the value of such gestures when we next see her. Ah, but I digress. We have work to do. Yeah, we're hella broke.
Right. I suggest we begin by learning what we can from the sentries. What's going on out there?
Travelers, are you? You may wish to postpone your plans. The Garleans have launched an attack on the Confederacy. We have no reason to believe they'll turn their attention here, but for your own safety, I suggest you return to Kugane.
The Garleans bear no love for the Confederacy, but with Doma lost to them, why would they attack? Unless...
Come on, you know why.
Unless Yotsuyu is on that island.
Even if she isn't, our allies are under attack and they need our help.
We will help them while you remain with Soroban. Arguing will only delay us. Is that clear?
Fine, but you haven't heard the last of this.
Soroban, we may need to make a swift exit. See that the boat is ready to sail at a moment's notice.
It shall be done.
What, and you're going to swim there, are you?
'Tis the quickest way, and you may rest assured I've been practicing.
Oh. See your skills.
Come.
Oh. Yeah, catch your breath, buddy.
An opening. Not offensive lacking. Leave this to me.
Oh. An attack. There we go. God, I swear my game changes the volume on its own, it feels like. Oops. Oh, alpha male. Finally joined the fight. Oh. I think he said Gosetsu. I'm assuming he's talking about him. I don't think their leader, the Confederacy leader, was the old guy. Oh, there he is. No, she has no memory. She's fucking scared.
Lady Yotsuyu, we're here to rescue you. Please, come with us.
Stay back, Tsuyu.
No.
Are you all right?
Is he all right?
Gosetsu!
Damn it, we took too long. Change of plan, eliminate hostiles! All forces, attack!
Where's Alpha Male? I want to give him my eye. Here, take that. Did I get stunned? What the fuck is that? Oh, the main. Oh, he's the main dude. What is that thing doing? I was gonna self. Oh, okay. Let's back away from that. Yuri. Where's Yuri? Oh, here? Okay, this one was close to dying. Whoops. Can you... Wait, oh shit, I'm just an idiot. Okay, we did it. Good job. Oh my god. Another one? Damn, I'll just drag it this way. Hit the wrong thing again.
The art of my forebears.
Damn, they really had to kill everyone. Oh my god. Can I target these? No.
Release!
Oh, sick. Good job, Alpha Male. Poor dude.
Gosetsu, thank the heavens.
Yugiri, my friends, the Kami were kind to guide your steps this way.
It's over. The Imperials are retreating. I suppose we have you to thank for that. But they would never have
welcome.
come here were it not for her. I had a bad feeling the moment your samurai friend arrived with that woman in tow.
Do not be afraid, Suyu. These people are my friends.
Friends.
No memories, right?
Forgive me, but at the risk of souring the mood, I believe you owe us an explanation. You may start by telling us what happened at Doma Castle.
Of course. I'll not begrudge you that. As you know, we were trapped inside the keep when it collapsed. But even as the roof crumbled above us, so too did the floor below. We were swept out into the One River, where we would surely have drowned had a stout wooden door not chanced to float by, offering us a raft of sorts. Exhausted, we drifted out to sea, at the mercy of the tides, which saw fit to dispense us on a desert island.
She was with you the entire time.
Aye. 'Twas her kimono which saved her from Hien's blade, believe it or not. Some Garlean witchcraft in the weave. But it offered precious little protection against the fall. Though she survived, she awoke bereft of all her memories, and speaking like a child.
A trick, surely.
That was my first thought, and I contemplated cutting her down and being done with it. Contemplated it long and hard, yet the Kami saw fit to deliver us from certain death. 'Twas their will that we survive, both of us, together. And together we shall go before our master. He shall be the one to judge.
Judge what?
She's your prisoner, old man. Do with her as you will. Call her Tsuyu, or whatever else tickles your fancy.
'Twas a name given out of necessity whilst on the road. nothing more.
As you say. But remember this. Our people suffered much at that woman's hands. When the time comes, I trust you won't let emotion blind you to what needs to be done.
You have my word.
Well, I must be going. I have an unholy mess
You
to
saw
clean
now?
up.
No,
You should be on
now,
your way
yeah,
soon.
I know,
Heroes
but
decide to take
I'm
it.
doing
Try
that.
this once. You're welcome.
I didn't hear a single word they said. Hang on. Must be going, whatever, you should be on your way to where the Imperial decided to take another, whatever. I will overlook this. Okay. Overlook the titty this once, you're welcome. Thank you for following me. The Ozzy Osbourne one, that's a good one. I thought it was Discord at first. I thought Toasty was doing something somehow. Alpha male. As Tan Sui says, whatever his name is, we should move on. It would not do for Yotsuyu us to be seen here. Not do whatever the fuck he said. Now, if I know my sister, she'll already be waiting with the boat at the nearby pier. Let's go and see if I'm right. Alize. Where's she at? No, it's back over there. So she's not going to be faking it. But if she gets her memories back, is she going to betray again or be a dick? Or like probably, I don't know. Because she hates these people, right? It's not like for whatever her name is. Gosetsu, thank the gods you're safe. It was all I could do to watch the battle from afar. And it was all I could do to restrain her. Can you blame me for worrying? Strong as she is, anything could happen in the chaos. But enough about me. We need to talk about her. Greetings. They tell me you've lost your memory, and that's fine, but I want you to know something. I won't be taking my eyes off you, not for a moment. These people are strange. Are you sure they are your friends? I am. They may behave strangely, but I trust them with my life. You have naught to fear. Alright, if you say so. Right, 'tis past time we set sail. I, for one, would not keep Lord Heian waiting without due cause. Damn, Higiri's getting hella jealous. And the longer we tarry, whatever, the more we risk inviting trouble, lest you forget the Red Kojin bear no love for Yotsuyu either. Shall deliver you to familiar shores near Asari, but out of the villager sight. Oh my god, it's going to be 1 a.m. Sorrel band. Here's where we part ways, my friends. I pray the remainder of your journey passes uneventfully. Geez, when you are not otherwise occupied, I will speak with you about my next business venture. We're going to be hella rich. It promises to be extremely lucrative, I do not say so lightly. After the prodigious whatever some spent acquiring a certain sword, it would present a fine opportunity to refill the Scion's coffers and restore the smile to Mistress Tataru's face. Oh, come along. Tataru was overreacting. How much could a single katana possibly cost? Far more than you think, plainly. A blade like Gosetsu's is worth a fortune, enough to buy a house and furnish it, which you would know had you bothered to check the price. What? I had no idea. This business venture of Soraban's, you will give it a fair hearing, I trust. He has been good to us, after all. As for me, I think I shall look into drawing upon my personal funds. Hope on the waves. Alright. Oh, this is actually like a... Interesting. Oh, with Tataru too. That's cool. Alright. Before I continue, gotta use the restroom, because I've been holding it for like over an hour. So, figured now would be a good time to go. So do that. And then I'm gonna mute, and then I'll be back. Okay, I'm back. Let's do that. Whoops. Not that. That first. Then I can do that. Elation and trepidation. We must meet with Lord Hien as soon as possible, though mayhap not at the Enclave. I will send a word requesting that he receive us at the House of the Fierce, where there are fewer prying eyes. Excuse me. If all are in agreement, I shall scout ahead and see that the way is clear. Pray follow as swiftly as you are able and join me on the outskirts of Namai. So does he just stay here? Soroban? So I'm not going to accept this quest right now, but he doesn't get to go home. Alright, you're Namai. Oh, I can just go in, I guess. It's right there anyway. All is well? Good. The others are hiding nearby. Let us proceed quietly, if you please. And this one has hella cutscenes. These, what do you call it? So far, this post, whatever, Stormblood, main scenario quests.
My lord here, I am returned.
Save your tears for the morrow. For we who yet walk the path should not think too much on the destination. When the hour arrives, we shall welcome what comes with open arms. And welcome it you did, even as the keep fell down around us. At that moment, in your smile, I spied a shred of hope. One which I have clung to ever since. Setsu, full glad am I to see you alive and well.
We have played this scene before, have we not? Though this time our roles are reversed.
That they are. Meaning you know how I feel. Wholly at a loss for words. Welcome back, old friend. Now then, though we rejoice at your return, it seems you have brought with you certain complications. Rise, my friend. Tell me everything.
Don't know.
The Empire is bold indeed to send a token force to engage the Confederacy.
As acting Viceroy, Yotsuyu would have been privy to Imperial secrets. The Garleans will not soon give up the chase.
Nay, it will end with her capture, or her death.
Are you a friend, too?
She claims to have lost her memory, though I know not if she speaks true. I brought her here that you might decide her fate.
Damn, he didn't have the balls to kill her, so here, take this responsibility.
Lost her memory, you say? Regardless, the people have not forgotten. Her face yet haunts their dreams. She cannot roam free. We will hold her here for a time. Place her in Jufia's care, with the express instruction that she is not to be seen.
Yes, my lord. Come.
No, I don't want to. Don't let her take me away!
It's all right, Suyu. I will come with you. Be a good girl, and listen to Yugiri.
She is going to regain her memory and kill someone.
From a hound at his throat to a puppy at his heel. If this is an act, it is a remarkable performance.
Thank you for delivering Gosetsu back to us in one piece. We are lucky indeed to have friends who would journey to the other side of the world to help us, and repeatedly at that. We have much more to think upon, but as regards the Empire, we can but watch and wait. Now then, seeing as you've come all this way, you must allow me to show you around the Enclave. I will not have you think we've been idle in your absence. The rebuilding effort proceeds apace, I'm pleased to say, and we are now ready to welcome home our countrymen who were displaced by the war. Should they so desire it, there is a place here. There is a place here for those who fled to Eorzea. We should be delighted to accept your invitation, Lord Hien, and I have no doubt that your subjects at Revenant's Toll will be heartened to hear that their lord has not forgotten them. Oh, nothing. I just thought that Gosetsu and Yugiri would be back by now. Forgive me, my lord, but Captain Jifuya is nowhere to be found. Oh, he was here when I arrived. For now, we have taken Yotsuyu to a private chamber and assigned another to watch over her, my lord, but I find it passing strange that the captain should leave his post with nary a word. It does seem most unusual. If you mean to look for the man, we would be happy to assist you. We should be glad of the help. While I search without, mayhap you could ask our soldiers here if they know anything. I will join you. With respect, my lord, you should remain here. Should the Empire move against us, you'll be better able to coordinate our response. Ha, and there I was thinking I was in charge. But you have the right of it. Go on then, I will mind the house. Poor Hien. I want to go to the Steppe. I want to see Serena, or whatever the fuck her name was again. God, wasting my greens on cutscenes. Captain Jifuya, he was headed for the northern entrance when I last saw him. I was going to invite him to train with us, but he did not hear me call out to him. If you need him, I dare say the sentry on duty will be able to tell you more. Indeed, I suggested as much to Mistress Alize when she came asking earlier. Is something amiss? Oh, you can... Cool. I got this one, right? Yeah. Jifuya. So... Oh, wait, they're in here somewhere then. This one. Hanami. Haname. You seek the captain? He passed by a little while ago. I wondered if I should tell someone. As it happens, he did not look well, you see. I asked if aught was the matter, and he told me the past had caught up with him, but I doubt it was that. There are older men in our ranks. Damn, deep in there. Alright. Operation. Damn, she beat me. The captain went outside some few bells ago, looking quite unwell. I'm sorry to say. This I mentioned to Lord Gosetsu, who straightway struck out after him. I hope they will be alright. Gosetsu too. Seems everyone is bent on joining the search. That's all well and good, but someone has to stay behind. There's no telling what the Empire is plotting. You go on, Chiefs. Alpha male and I shall hold the fort. Dang, looking like a Naruto character. So Jifuya out here. Can I exit here? I can. Oh.
By the Kami! Your Lord Hien! Leave me! Leave me, I beg of you. Say nothing of this. I was never here.
Not too late.
There you are.
Lady Yugiri, Lord Gosetsu, forgive me my abrupt disappearance.
You have your reasons, I am sure. Will you not share them?
I was her master when she was yet a courtesan.
By the Kami.
She worked in my establishment.
She was your hoe.
Her father was a regular client of mine. One day, quite without preamble, he offered to sell her to me. Yeah, she may be no maiden, he said, but she has some use left in her. He sold her short. When I first beheld her, I was struck by her beauty. And yet, behind her eyes there was an emptiness. It was as if she had given up on life. She seemed more a doll than a woman. It was no profession for her. But I knew she would be popular. And so it proved. Men flocked to drown themselves in that cold, bottomless gaze. The rest you know. She became an Imperial informant, and for her loyal service won the office of acting Viceroy.
While you came to serve the Liberation Front.
'Tis said that the atrocities Yotsuyu committed were driven by vengeance. If so, I bear part of the blame for creating the monster she became. Joining the front was meant to be my atonement. But the truth is, I am a coward, whose only thought was to escape her wrath. Then as now.
I see. Then I shall recommend that you be assigned to a new post. I trust you have no objections, Yulgiri?
None. It would not do to leave Yotsuyu in his care.
I am in your debt.
Probably make her remember shit.
Who is it that you seek to protect, Gosetsu? Idle musings. Pray, pay me no mind.
Hella jealous. Oh, what's up? Forgive me, now is not the time for brooding. Come, let us rejoin the others. Gonna fast travel back. Crazy. Think oh wait. Are they gonna be out? No, they're gonna be inside, I think. It says talk to Heian. Heian didn't leave. He better not have left. Swear to God. Didn't think so. Thank you for your help in the search. Gosetsu has told me all that transpired. Would not presume to defend the life Jifuyu led before he joined the front, nor will I condemn it. Frankly, it's not my place to judge. I will only say this: Jifuya, I know, has been a man of courage. That he should feel driven to flee bespeaks the depth of his terror. Even now, Yotsuyu casts a shadow over the realm. But the question of what is to be done with her must wait. The Empire is on the move once more. More food. While you were out searching for Jifuya, we received word from our shinobi allies. An Imperial airship has been sighted over Doman soil. Our visitor's objective remains unclear. It may be another attempt to recover Yotsuyu, or prelude to invasion. Either way, the craft reportedly advances at speed and appears bound for Castrum Pluminus, or whatever the fuck. We need to go there and ascertain their intent. If we ride out in force, it would only end in one way, so we shall keep our numbers to a minimum. Yugiri Cheese, can I count on you? Yes, my lord. Alize and I would fain play our part as well. We will not stand idly by while a common foe threatens the lands of our friends and allies. Would be glad of the help. You are acquainted with Takuro, I believe. Then I bid you seek him out and assist in maintaining order in the Enclave. When the people see an Imperial ship, they are liable to panic. I would have you reassure them, and should it come to it, aid in their evacuation. Very well. Very well. We shall depart at once. Do take care. What of me, my lord? The Empire may well be after Yotsuyu. You are to remain here and guard her until my return. As you wish. Pray stay close to Cheese and Yugiri. Well, well. Guard duty and not a breath of protest. Now I have seen it all. To Castro, whatever the fuck, then let us find out what the Empire's game is. Oh, damn. I guess I'll just... whatever. Let's travel here and then cruise the rest of the way. Can you check your... like a recent... So does this go all the way? No, it doesn't. Oh, but it goes here. Post-Stormblood. Where am I going? Hang on. So... 1, 2, 3, 4. I think it said there was 8. So I'm like... no, this is number 5, I think. So... yeah, like 4 more. I think it said 8. Don't remember. The area is secure. Whatever our visitors' purpose, they plainly believe they can achieve it alone. The craft should come into view at any moment. Let us await them inside the castrum. Voice? Question mark. The smoke signal?
A smoke signal?
Oh, hey.
Thoughts, Yugiri?
In former times, such signals were used to announce the coming of an emissary of peace. In Doma, at least. But could that truly be their intent?
Who can say? Whatever they want, we cannot simply blast them out of the sky. Not when they were so gracious as to honor one of our cherished traditions. I would not have it said that we Domans want for propriety.
Then I shall go and reconnoiter.
Nay, that won't be necessary. We will meet them openly. I would welcome this student of Dorman history in person, whomsoever he or she may be.
As you wish, my lord. I shall arrange for a signal of our own to be fired in answer.
New face.
Well, that we should be received by the Lord of Doma himself.
Oh, he's gonna be a weeb.
I but afford an emissary of peace the courtesy he is due. Welcome to Doma, my lord.
Ah, where are my manners? I am Asahi Sus Brutus, Ambassador Plenipotentiary of Garlemald.
He is heir to the Naiuri clan, and Yotsuyu's stepbrother.
Oh, that little shit.
It seems I need not introduce myself, not in the presence of the famed Yugiri Mistwalker. Your skills as a shinobi are known far and wide. my lady. It is true. The former acting viceroy is my sister. Yet, bonds of kinship aside, we have precious little in common. As will soon become plain, I come not to sow strife, but to end it. I am of the Populares, a collective which represents the interests of the common man. Long have we labored to bring about reform to the Empire's provincial policy. Happily for us, our master acknowledges the need for change. Indeed, His Radiance, Emperor Varys Zos Galvus, personally sanctioned this mission, granting me the authority to speak with his voice. To negotiate peace with Dorma.
Well then, we have much to discuss. Will you accompany me to my hall?
Gladly, my lord.
Alright, well, we shall escort our guests across the river to the Enclave. Yugiri, pray go on ahead to the Yuzuku? I want to say Yakuza Manor docks and see that the ferries are ready. So, for sure don't trust them. I wonder what's gonna happen. I wonder if they're gonna like try to take the sister and Kosetsu's gonna like object or maybe like attack them. I don't know. Also my venture, I'm sure, yeah, a long time ago. Forgot about it. Is there a bell here? Nope. What are you doing here? Umi. Lord Heian and I will accompany the Imperial delegation on the first ferry. When you are ready, speak with the boatman and join us on the other side. You? Gotta talk to you. Oh yeah. I forgot they had like a little thing for the castle. Can't fly here. Do I need a... Oh, is this new? It's new. Oh, is this? This is the castle, so... I'm trying to remember if you actually went in here during the dungeon. That's pretty cool. What the fuck? Not long enough yet, yes. Okay. I wanted to hear the conversation or read it or whatever. Okay, it's not too bad. Only 3 little ones and the big one. I wonder what this blue quest is. If it'll even tell me what it's gonna give me. Reclamation box? The container is clearly designed to hold a large quantity of items, but for what purpose you cannot say. Interesting. donation basket. Get some food from her. Oh. Well, I'll get this and then I'll talk to Ian. Damn, that little like 9S. There you are, Cheese. So first things first, what do you think of the Enclave? I must say I'm quite proud of what my countrymen have accomplished in the time. We even have an 8th right now, courtesy of the Onishishu? Sheesh, whatever. Be sure and attune to it, would you? Once it has the Warrior of Light's seal of approval, people might actually start using the thing. But on to the matter at hand. The ambassador and his retinue, whatever the fuck, are at my hall, taking their ease ahead of the negotiations. I want you there when the talking starts. It will serve to send a message to the Empire that Eorzea and Doma stand united. I am not normally one for hollow posturing, but in this game of nations, such gestures carry weight. Oh, and should you feel uneasy about speaking for the Scions, Alpha Male and Elze will also be there. You need only eat, drink, and look imposing. Say you'll come. I'll be there. I knew I could count on you. When you are ready, come and join me at my humble abode, the Qiankon. Qiankon? The guardsmen will see you in. Alright. Let me go get this last crystal to... Damn, I kinda wanna play that bitch. You have 2, whatever. Got them all. Thought you got an achievement for that, though. I guess not. The crystals must be just the discovering locations and zones or whatever. Lord Heian is expecting you. Yeah, whatever. Keep reading the guards, doors and shit. Alright. Oh, come on. Not even chairs. Or pillows.
On behalf of my delegation, I offer you my humblest thanks. Never did I imagine that I would meet the gallant and noble Lord of Dorma himself, nor be welcomed into his magnificent hall.
You'll forgive me if we forgo the pleasantries. You say you are come to negotiate peace. Unless I am mistaken, such negotiations are typically conducted between sovereign nations. I was not aware that the Emperor had recognized Doma's sovereignty.
His Radiance has yet to do so, that much is true. Know, however, that he has expressed willingness to cede Doma to her ancestral masters and treat with her as a friend.
After they kicked you out, of course.
Since the days of Emperor Solus, the Empire has aggressively expanded its territory. While you may not agree with our founding father's policy of expansion, I believe there is room for discussion on the matter of his lifelong goal, to rid the world of icons. Icons are a blight upon this star. They cannot be suffered to exist. This you know as well as we. In his wisdom, Emperor Varus wishes to explore the possibility of an alliance to combat this common threat. On the condition that Dorma renounces summoning and pledges to police the Korgin's practice of it, his Radiance would extend the hand of friendship.
Doma has never shown any appetite for summoning, and it should go without saying that we will address any threat to our people, icon or otherwise. With regard to the Korjin, I must stress that they only resorted to summoning under extreme provocation. When the Ruby Sea was at peace and their sacred relics safe, they looked not to their kami for protection. Yet even now there are certain parties who would destabilize the region with ill-conceived military forays. Unless they alter their course, we cannot hope to be rid of icons.
Quite. I can but apologize. In seeking to eliminate icons, the Empire creates them. 'Tis an irony among ironies, one with which the people of Eorzea are well acquainted, I am told.
Indeed. Many summonings are the result of persecution, the weak being driven to call upon the divine for deliverance from the strong. So it was in Alamigo, the bitter fruit of Garlean oppression.
A tragic state of affairs. If we are to put an end to summoning once and for all, it shall not be through might, but harmony. Yet we continue to repeat our mistakes, oblivious to the lessons of history. My comrades and I would change all that. We, Populares, have campaigned long and hard for a shift in Imperial policy. And at last, the Emperor has seen fit to lend us an ear. Alas, there is a faction within Garlemald that would obstruct our every attempt at reform. A collection of pure-blooded Garleans who seek to consolidate their own supremacy. The Optimates.
Optimates.
Lest you wonder, theirs was the hand that loosed our forces on the Confederacy. 'Twas a regrettable incident, one that flies in the face of everything we believe. And I swear to do all in my power to prevent a reoccurrence.
That would be most welcome. But if I may speak plain, if the Empire itself is not of one mind, how can we be certain that any peace we negotiate will be honored?
I cannot blame you for doubting us. Indeed, I should find it strange if you did not. And so, in the name of building trust, I would like to make a proposal. A prisoner exchange.
Well, he wants his sister.
Under Garlean rule, no few Dormans were conscripted into the Imperial army. We would repatriate them in return for those of ours you captured in the recent conflict. Naturally, any exchange would include the acting Viceroy.
Yotsu? What makes you think we have her?
Forgive me, my lord. Was it not your wish to speak plain? Let us not play games. I desire only to work to our mutual benefit. The Optimates tried and failed to take my sister by force. I would succeed by peaceable means, thereby strengthening my party's hand. 'Twould be a lie to say I would not also be glad of my sister's safe return.
Why is this thing tripping out? The fuck?
A fellow plain speaker. How refreshing. Very well. Your proposal has merit, but I will need time to consider it.
Of course, my lord. May we remain in Dorma until you have come to a decision?
You shall be our honored guests. Yugiri, I leave the ambassador and his retinue in your care. See that they are well looked after.
You have our gratitude, Lord Hien. We shall look forward to your answer.
God, they make all the evil guys look like such little shits. Don't trust him. He's gonna like see his sister and slap the shit out of her or some shit. Well, that was unexpected. You can say that again. I still don't know quite what to make of it all, But on the surface, prisoner exchange does seem a good way to begin. The question is, can they be trusted? They had not to gain by divulging the details of their internal divisions. As it stands, we have no reason to doubt them. But the ambassador's mention of Yotsuyu left me ill at ease. It made his grand talk of peace seem uncannily like a lengthy preamble, whatever. I think this might be all a ruse to facilitate her retrieval. Perhaps, though I cannot fathom why they would go to such lengths. Yotsuyu may have been the acting viceroy, but she is not Garlean, nor even highborn. Her value must presumably lie in what she knows. Which brings us to the little matter of her memory loss. In her present condition, she would not yield any worthwhile intelligence, nor is she worth much as a bargaining piece. Excuse me. Alpha male, you are well acquainted with the Empire's methods. I would have your thoughts on this matter. My knowledge is at your disposal, Lord Heian. While the ambassador's proposal is appealing in principle, it would be remiss of us not to give it due scrutiny. Indeed, though it seems to me I have little choice but to accept regardless, with so many of our brothers and sisters languishing in imperial camps, I cannot well turn my back on the chance to secure their repatriation, whatever. Only the kami know when I will be afforded another. But ere we continue, shall we excuse these two? I fear what follows will bore them to tears. I was just about to show myself out as it happens. Come on, Cheese, let's leave Alpha Male to dispense his copious knowledge. Someone is still sore from being made to watch at Sakazuki. Go on and keep Alizé company. We are safe enough for now. Storm on the horizon. Sigh, a chance to relax at last. I know when I'm out of my depth, Cheese. Though no weapons are drawn, a negotiation is no less a battle, and the stakes can be every bit as high. One misplaced word and people could die. Take someone with a cool head, and I'll be the first to admit that's not me. So we're left with the eternal question, what to do while they prattle on. Ooh, steak, takoyaki, tofu pancakes. Let's take a steak. His forgotten home. He has his sword drawn and everything, so this will be interesting. Alright, for want of a better suggestion, what say you to a brief tour of the newly liberated Doma? I'd be interested to hear how the people are faring in their own words. It's not as if we'll be missed here. Or will we? Cheese, a moment if you would. Ah, Yugiri and Asahi, was it? You have some business with Cheese? Business? No. Pleasure, my lady. I merely wish to exchange a few words with the famed slayer of gods and champion of Eorzea. It is truly an honor. Such heartfelt admiration, one could almost forget that you're an envoy of the Empire. Oh, isn't that so strange? We may have stood on opposing sides in the past, but I see no contradiction in lauding the woman who would do battle with our common enemy. Unless you forget, this is my homeland. It would be remiss of me not to at least thank her for containing the threat posed by the Kojin's vile icon. Now, if I may continue, as we speak, Lord Heian deliberates over my proposal, and I would take this time to see the land I once called home. Though Lady Yugiri is certain to be a jovial escort, the excursion would be all the more enjoyable for your company, and safer besides. The ambassador has the right of it. He's not like to come to harm with you at his side. Will you join us? It would be my pleasure, sure. In that case, I will join you as well. There's naught else to do until Lord Heian has reached his decision, and I can think of no finer way to learn more about the current state of Doma. It's settled then. The four of us shall make a brief excursion through Yingxia, or whatever. Might we start at the town of Monzon? I would see what has become of Doma Castle. Very well, if you will follow me. Okay, like 20 minutes till 2. That's probably when I'll get off. Where did they go? Out here. Oh, wait. Oh, I guess the docks were down there. How do I get out of here? This way. No, not this way. There we go. I hate this fucking cave. Oh, there's a dungeon there. Wonder if I did that one already. Or if it's gonna be this quest. Nay, can this truly be Monzon, home to the cream of Doma samurai? I'd only heard that Yotsuyu intended to send some few of our automata, whatever, here, but only by way of warning. Should not have come to this. Indeed, her savagery served only to incense the people and spur them to rise up and protest. It was folly to think such methods of governance could ever prove effective. Sigh, the sooner we can begin to make amends for this senseless destruction, the better. Securing supplies and support for the reconstruction effort should not prove difficult once our nations are formally at peace, of course. Yes, of course, if you would have a better view of what remains of the castle, we must proceed through the ruins. Maybe he gets attacked or some shit and defends himself. Maybe that's why he has a sword out. Oh. Trying to think why he would have it. Excuse me. It is a travesty. A travesty. I remember the keep being so beautiful in the light of the setting sun. One would swear it was aflame. It is indeed a doleful spectacle. Mayhap we will rebuild it one day, when we have finished helping our people rebuild their lives. Spoken like a true popularis, the needs of the people must of course come first. Speaking of whom, would you be opposed to my seeing how they live firsthand? The village of Namai. It's but a short journey from here, if I'm not mistaken. By river, yes. If you will follow me, I will ready our boat. Cool, can I just skip the flying portion? No? God damn it. Dungeon is this? Oh, it's the Dome Castle. Okay, so I have done that one. Oh, a duty. Ready to cast off?
Get back! I'm warning you! Someone's in trouble.
No. Is he gonna defend the person? Oh, the red Ninja Turtles.
you all right?
Hi.
It's pissy.
What do they want with you?
Yuki, and you lot too. I don't know. We were returning from the Enclave when they came at us.
It seems they won't go quietly.
And neither will we.
I want to give you Geary my eye.
It is nothing.
Damn. Pop this bubble. Alright, I'm just gonna help the main guy. Or who appears to be the main guy. Oh, get rid of that screen.
The art of my forebears.
Oh damn. Hella people here. Oh. And visit tab. Target you. Didn't mean to target this guy either. I'm gonna go for one of these bitches. Get him back. See how pissy acts with this Garlean dude.
That seems to be the last of them. You have nothing to fear, child. You are safe now.
Clipping through.
Sir.
Clipping through your outfit.
You saved us again. Thank you. If you're ever passing by our village, look us up. You'll always be welcome.
still don't buy it.
Thank goodness we arrived when we did.
Indeed. But what could have prompted the Red Kojin to stray so far from the Ruby Sea?
It was a ruse. He set it up somehow.
I presume these are the sellswords hired by Yotsu. If so, the answer is simple. Desperation. Bereft of Imperial employment, they seek other means to line their coin purses. Another sad legacy of the Empire's mismanagement.
The Empire to which you have sworn allegiance.
Must you always be so pointed? If we are to bring about lasting change, we must look beyond narrow allegiances. You have every right to doubt me, but in time, I hope you will come to see that we share a common goal. You and yours have fought fiercely to change the Empire from without, but if we are to end the cycle of conflict, the Empire must change from within. Am I wrong?
Not about that. True reform can only come from within. The Empire will never change. I don't trust you.
Never? I wonder, would you have said the same of Ishgard? Believe what you will, but I assure you, the Empire can change.
Ishgard was dope, though. Dear me, I had hoped to convey my views on our nation's shared hopes under more peaceable circumstances. But this regrettable little interlude did afford me a chance to see the famed hero Eorzea in action, and few Imperial soldiers can say that. At least, few who live to tell the tale. Guilty conscience, what time is it? Okay. Actually, you know what, this will help me decide. Let me look at these again. Post-Stormblood. I swear it was 8, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Fuck it. Well, after that little ordeal, I believe it may be time for us to return to the Enclave. Return, my lord? But what of Namai? He seems so eager to observe the villagers going about their daily lives. To be frank, I still am, but I rather doubt the good people of Namai would take kindly to the sight of a man in Imperial uniform, with blood still dripping from his blade. Even in your company, my presence would only prove a distraction. Fret not, however, thanks to the three of you, I have seen a great deal more than I otherwise would. With any luck, Lord Hien will have finished considering my proposal by the time we return. Oh man, I gotta go all the way there. It's not even a point in teleporting either. Can you... Let me see. Oh, but I can go here. Okay. I thought I had to talk to the guy at the boat, but I can just teleport in here, thank God. Thank you again for agreeing to join me. If not for your aid, the Kojin may well have overwhelmed us. Pray go on ahead. Lord Hien is expecting you. We will remain without and keep watch over our guest. Well, we had best not keep him waiting. Oh, he's still out there. I thought he was in with the Hien already. And the furry is here too. Welcome back, my friend. Nagiri tells me you accompanied her and Asahi on a tour to Yangsha or whatever. I'd hoped you might take the opportunity to recover from your exertions at whatever. But I gather your time was well spent. Until the ambassador affords Aguirre a chance to make a full report, however, I must rely on you to supply the details, so please tell us how it all unfolded. The Red Kojin here. Have there been any other such incidents since the liberation? Not that I'm aware of. If they are planning some new venture here in Yangsha or whatever, we will need to increase patrols. In any event, I am indebted to you for fighting them off, but tell me, and don't be modest, was Asahi truly the first to leap to the youngster's aid? He was. I was quick to doubt him when we first met, but his desire to save them seemed quite genuine. It's possible he truly believes what he's saying. In the time I've known you, you've always been an excellent judge of character. What do you make of the ambassador? I still don't think he can be trusted. And the question of what his true intention may be remains. Regardless of his aim, I am resigned to playing his game, for now at least. Well, forswearing summoning should be simple enough, considering you never dabbled in it in the first place, which just leaves the somewhat thornier question of how to please the Red Kojin. It was with that very question in mind that I sought Alpha Male's counsel. Thanks to his knowledge of the icons and the rituals used to invoke them, I believe we've identified a workable solution. As you recall, Susano was summoned forth using the power of relics locked away in the Kojin's treasure vault in the Io of Zeki. Though said relics remain there to this day, it is all but certain that the act of summoning exhausted their stores of aether, making subsequent summonings impossible. Assuming that is the case, preventing the Primal's return rests on denying the Red Kojin the means to amass new stores of aether, either via the acquisition of crystals or the relics they are wont to collect. For this, I plan to enlist the aid of our friends, the Blue Kojin. Since Doma's liberation, we have forged closer bonds with the Butt-Chin and his people, and with their support, I'm quite confident we can keep the Red from obtaining what they require to call upon this Susano. And what of the prisoners? They will be exchanged as agreed, and will give full credit to Asahi for the success of the transaction. If there is aught we can do to help the Popularis garner favor, I mean to see it done. First, I have some unfinished business to attend to. Would you all come with me? Yes, of course, but what manner of business? A past mistake which I would see put right, one which has weighed heavy on my mind.
I had her brought here in secret while the three of you kept our guest company.
No.
The world has not been kind to you, it is true. But that does not excuse your sins. You should be at the bottom of the river. Yet here you are. The living, breathing proof of my failure. A failure for which I would now make amends.
What did I do? I don't remember. Was it really so terrible? Tell me, please. What did I do?
You speak of sins, my lord. But at whose feet do those sins lie? With the soldiers who committed the crimes, or those who commanded them to do so? With both, I would say. For all have a conscience, and all must choose. But with no memory of who she is, or what she has done, what sin remains to be cleansed?
You ask that I show mercy.
I ask why the heavens saw fit to deny me my rest. Why Yotsuyu was spared not only death, but the bitter memories of her life.
You truly think it the will of the Kami? If so, her life is not mine to take. It is yours to safeguard. Come the hour of the exchange, if her memories have not returned, she may remain here in Doma to live out her days as Tsuyu. But if they do, the Guardians shall have their viceroy. Though the people will protest, they will come to accept my decision when they have been reunited with their loved ones.
Thank you, my lord.
Now then, I believe we have kept our guest waiting long enough.
Well, let's see if he shows his temper.
Did Gosetsu not seem strange to you? His sympathy for Yotsuyu apart, I know his powers of endurance only too well, but after all he has suffered, even he should not be on his feet. He puts on a brave face for our sakes, but it would not surprise me if he lacked the strength to raise his blade. Though I suppose if he and Yotsuyu are to enjoy a life of peace and quiet, he will have little use for it. It falls to us to shape that future, one in which he need never again set foot on the battlefield.
Okay, I think this is the last one. Which will probably just be a cutscene. Rise of a new sun. Yeah, this seems like it. Armor offending, armor maiming, striking. I think the striking one is what I want. With Yotsuyu safely in Gosetsu's care, all that remains stands for Asahi's proposal. I realize other matters demand your attention, but I would ask that you stay a while longer to see this business through.
My apologies. Our deliberations took longer than expected.
Think nothing of it. The time afforded me the opportunity to go on a rather rousing excursion through Yansha. You have reached a decision then?
Yansha.
We are willing to cooperate with you in combating the Icon threat, and also in the exchange of prisoners. Assuming you accept our conditions, of course. As you know, your sister is in our care. Due to certain complications, however, we are hesitant to release her into your custody.
Complications?
She was inside Doma Castle when it collapsed. Though she survived, she remembers nothing of her past life, not even her name. To clarify, she is in our care not as a prisoner, but as a vulnerable citizen of Doma.
Are you saying you refuse to release her?
Not at all. If her memory returns before the appointed hour.
And if not, what exactly? You will accommodate her here in Dorma?
Well, I sincerely doubt she will be of any great strategic value to the Empire. She spends her days daydreaming of Dango.
Dango? How dreadful.
Don't knock it till you try it, I guess. Dango.
Very well. In light of our recent misstep in Sakazuki, it seems only fair that I show you the same understanding you have shown us. Though I do have one small request. Regardless of Yotsuyu's value to the Empire, she is yet my sister. Before I leave, might you permit me to speak with her in private?
Of course. Perhaps you could even bring her a plate of dango. She would be most pleased. Yugiri will see you to her chambers.
Uh-oh. Well, he doesn't have his sword. Forgive me, my lord, but has he not been gone over long? Perhaps I should... Calm yourself, Kosetsu. I understand your concern, but we have to wait. He deserves that much. No, I guess we don't get to see what happened. I'm sorry to have kept you all waiting. Thank you for your understanding. Long did I dream of this reunion, but never did I imagine it would be so joyless. Part of me hoped your stories of her condition were just that. But alas, it is as you say. Tsuyu, do you remember anything of this man? Anything at all? No. I am a stranger to her. That much was clear to me from a single look. I leave her in your care. As you wish. Now, if you'll excuse me, my superiors are long overdue. A report. They will be elated to hear of our agreement. Of that I have no doubt. As for the exchange itself, once I have obtained the relevant permissions, I will arrange for your people to be relieved of their various duties and sent here to Yangsha. This will take time, of course. Of course, you may rest assured your soldiers will be well cared for until your return. We will also begin taking steps to better counter the threat of the Kojin and their icon. Before you take your leave, there is one other matter. I am informed it was you who took the lead in rescuing 2 young domans from a band of Kojin sellswords. I have not yet had the time to thank you properly. Please, there's no need to thank me. I only did what anyone would do under the circumstances. Fortunately, I was in good company at the time. The blight of the Red Kojin is of the Emperor's making. Were it not for our transgressions, those children would not have needed saving. The people of Doma have suffered enough, my lord, and I promise to do all in my power to spare them further pain, be it at the hands of the Kojin or indeed the Empire. Pray the Emperor will see things as you do. There may be hope for us all. Until we meet again. Kosetsu, as before, I leave Yotsuyu to you. I invite the rest of you to join me outside and straight Asahi to a proper farewell. Come on, give us a cutscene of how he really feels. There's no way. He's a good dude. The ambassador's airship awaits at Castrum. Furry penis, whatever. I'll just be off. Oh, it started raining too. Oh, cutscene. Alright, come on.
I wish you a safe journey.
This has been a most enjoyable visit. I look forward to our next meeting. Maxima, would you take the others and see that all is ready for our departure?
So he's pure-blooded Garlean or whatever, because he's got the eye. Or maybe not pure-blood, but he has Garlean blood
I
in
simply cannot leave without first giving thanks to the Warrior of Light for accompanying me through Yansha.
Uh-huh.
Mark me, savior of the savages. There will be a reckoning.
See? Can't believe it. I mean, I do believe it, but like, come on.
You've nowhere left to run, traitor!
Ignorant savages! Killing us will avail you naught. For every Imperial you cut down, 1,000 more will come. Abandon this foolish endeavor and surrender. You may yet serve our righteous cause.
How dare you speak of righteousness? You who forsook kith and kin to serve conquerors! Be glad I grant you this mercy.
Damn.
What in the...
Oh, this bitch saved him.
Reinforcements? No, just one! Cut him down!
Thank you. Thank you, sir.
This one is promising. Who remains to offer us resistance?
A host of rebels led by Lord Cayenne hold the Enclave across the river.
Lord Cayenne?
The king of the former king of Dorma, sir. They say he is one of the greatest swordsmen alive.
Is that what they say?
Who was that?
Surely you jest. That was Xenosier Galvas, Legatus of the 12th, the Crown Bloody Prince. I heard he was strong, but that was frightening.
He's wet.
That was Lord Xenos.
I don't get why he would, like, say that at the end.
Everything you are, your power, even your face, it vexes me. Go on. Lash out like the beast you are at an emissary and jeopardize the newfound peace between Dorma and the Empire. My lord was destined to lead us unto a glorious new age. Your light is nothing to his radiance. I will cherish this moment, lock it away within my heart, until the day we meet again.
What am I, like, not gonna tell, like, the homies, like, what just happened, what he just said to me? Like, well, let's see what happens now.
You look troubled, my friend. Was it something he said?
Of all the memories to witness.
I had my doubts about him, but I would never have guessed he was a disciple of Xenos. My lord.
Calm yourself, Ugidi. I set no store by him or his enlightened brethren. But if by treating with them there is even the faintest hope, we might secure the return of our conscripted brothers and sisters, I must play this game. After the way I risked their lives in the rebellion, I owe them that much.
My lord, you bear no blame for their fate.
If not blame, then responsibility. They were prisoners, and still I chose to fight, knowing they could be executed in retaliation. But now we have a chance to bring them home. If it means bargaining with a monster, so be it.
My lord.
Besides, I think he likes me, which is more than some can say.
Makes no sense. Why would he bother keeping up the pretense for so long, only to drop it right before? Yeah, the very end. Perhaps he no longer thought it necessary, having secured Doma's cooperation in the prisoner exchange. If he truly is a disciple of Xenos, it is possible emotion simply got the better of him, remaining calm around the woman who slew his lord, will have taken its toll. Whatever the explanation, now is not the time for hasty reprisals. We shall proceed as planned. The Red Kojin must be placed under surveillance, and the Garlean prisoners made ready for the exchange, but you need not concern yourself with the details. Leave the affairs of Doma to us. When the hour of the exchange draws near, we will call for you. I should certainly hope so. Whatever the Empire's true intent, we would be on hand to play our part, either to defend Doma or to help usher in a lasting peace. I thought we might use this time to return to Eorzea, but given the volatility of the situation, perhaps it would be best if we remained in Kugane. Agreed. Between Yotsuyu's amnesia and Asai's dubious agenda, I'd say we have ample reason to remain in the neighborhood. If anything should happen, anything at all, You must send for us at once. Excuse me. Oh, I will. On that you have my word. Charting a path through the sea of troubles promises to be difficult enough. I am not so proud as to attempt the feat alone. To Kugane, then. Tataru and the others must know of what transpired here. Damn, going back all the way. Kugane. My, it seems you're all in quite the predicament. Well, should we receive any urgent missives from Doma, rest assured you'll be the first to know of it. Yes, of course, we're discussing ideas to replenish our coffers, but I suppose that all can wait if any urgent news should come through the office. About that, I wish to apologize to Taru. It was reckless of me to make such a purchase without first consulting you. You may be certain, however, that I mean to reimburse the Scions, even if it means drawing upon my personal funds. It's very thoughtful of you, but I'm sure it won't come to that. If Sorabin's business proposition is as promising as it sounds, Chi should have no difficulty wiping the red from our ledger. Forgive me, Cheese. It would seem I have unwittingly heaped my financial troubles upon you. I swear I will pay you back. Though I fear I will struggle to cobble together anything of monetary value. Knowledge I can gather in abundance. To start, I plan to investigate the divisions forming within the Empire. We have Real or whatever and his associates have heard something on the subject. Regardless, the more we know about the politics of Garlemald, the better our chances of predicting the Imperial's next move, which might yield you an advantage on the day of the prisoner exchange. Knowing what we do of Asahi's apparent resentment towards you, I cannot say what he hopes to gain from it. But if there is even the faintest chance that a lasting peace could be forged between Doma and the Empire, what choice have we but to try? Lord Heian had the right of it. Asahi may very well be a monster, but we must play his game for now. Okay, I think I'm gonna do... I feel like it's the striking one I want. I'm not sure. Oh, cutscene. Okay. Alright. Show us more of your true colors. Oh, arranging the prisoner exchange proved easier than I thought. Yes, my lord will be most pleased. Everything is going according to plan. Oh. She remembers.
Can you truly remember nothing? Nothing at all?
Were we friends?
Yes. We were good friends, you and I. In fact, I've brought you a gift. I pray that one day soon, as you gaze into that mirror, you will remember the woman staring back at you.
Okay, she really doesn't remember. turmoil in the Imperial capital.
How are you feeling, my lord?
Fine, now leave me.
He's alive. So he didn't cut his own head off? I thought he did cut his own head off. This is some Wolfenstein shit. Alright. I'm done for now. Oh my god, he's still alive. Whatever. Oh, I should do the venture, huh? Fuck it, I'll do that later. Or another time. Magic, if you're still here, thank you for following. And watching a little bit, or whatever. And whoever else may be watching, thank you. Toasty, I love you. And that's it. Have a good night. Let me do that. Whoops. And then that. And now I'll stop streaming. Good night.